Alright, so let's pick up from where we left off. So in the last video, we talked about infix and the postfix notation. What are they and why postfix is useful for computers? So if you missed that one, I will recommend you to check it out first. Our infix is based on word mass and the precedence of the operators. So we need to keep track of what operators are to be done first. So here we defined a precedence dictionary which stores what operators have higher precedences. So here multiplication has precedence of 2 and addition has precedence of 1. That means if we have plus and the multiplication operators in one place, we will do the multiplication first. Obviously, the brackets will change the order, but we will handle it in the next part. The main part of the code is the function called infix to postfix recursive. It sounds a bit complicated, but it's not too bad. The function's main job is to change the infix expression into the postfix expression, which is what we are looking for. And it uses recursion because a parenthesis can have multiple parentheses inside it. That is, we can represent a big problem into multiple smaller ones. So these functions break down the math expression and convert it into pieces by using recursion. Inside the infix to postfix recursive, there is a helper function we will create to find the operator with the least precedence. Let's look at the find operation helper function. It is designed to find the best operator to split the infix operation. It searches for the operators that has the lowest precedences. That means it looks for the plus or the minus in this case, which are outside of any parenthesis. This function goes through the expression character by character to find this operator. So we will create a for loop. It ignores the characters that are inside the parenthesis. That means we are only interested in the main structure and we are not going into the depth of the problem, and we will ignore the parenthesis for now. The find operator figures out the best place to cut the expression so that the recursive process works properly. Then it tells the main function that the position it found for where it can split the operation. Now back to the main infix to postfix recursion. Once find operator has found the best operator position, the function divides the original math problem into two parts, a left and a right. Split is made around the operator that find OP found. And now here is where the recursion comes into picture. The function calls itself two times, once on the left and once on the right. After this recursive calls are done, it takes the postfix version of the left part and the right part and combines them together using this. We are currently using strings for now. This combined result is the postfix version of the piece of the current expression. What if the find operator doesn't find any operator to split on? This means we have reached the simplest part of the expression. If this simplest part is enclosed in the parenthesis, the code removes the parenthesis and then recursively converts what's inside it, like what we are doing just now. And if it is just a plain number or a variable like x or y or 5, 10, then it's already simple enough to handle. So what we do is we just strip the extra spaces and the characters and return it as we want. Now to check this, we will add a while through statement and take the infix operation from the user, and we will display the postfix expression. Now let's test this. Yeah, so we can enter a few characters like 3 plus 5. So it will go through it. It will find the 3 and 5 put together and plus. Then convert this infix operation to the postfix one. And also it takes the multiplication and the plus sign precedence into the consideration, so that when we execute this postfix, we will first do 6 into 10 and then add 4. Let's do one fun thing. We will swap the orders of this. So now plus is on the highest precedence, multiplication is on the lowest one. So let's see what happens. So now the story has changed. Now we are doing 4 plus 6, then we are multiplying it by 10. So that's the main idea behind recursive Python code. that converts infix to postfix. There are other algorithms, but I feel recursive call is a bit easier to understand than other algorithms. Recursion is a useful tool that in programming that allows us to solve complex problems by breaking down into smaller pieces. This is something like divide and conquer.